Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. We are going to talk about sailing, guys. If you guys want to read this article, you guys can. This is just under the Runescape website. It's under the updates and news and things like that. So we're gonna kind of skim through this. I want to see the pictures. I want to see. I want to see what I want to, dude. I want gameplay. All right. This is as it says, the community voted back in 2022. It's becoming one of those things where this is lasting too long, right? I think the community's at that point where we're like, listen, do you have anything? And if they don't have anything, if I don't have anything to look at, I'm going to be a little upset, and I'll explain why. I'm going to try to give creative criticism too. But that said, I want this skill to be amazing because I feel this is the most important update, something that's coming into the game, the most important that old school RuneScape has ever had. This is either going to grow the game or decrease the game. That's how I feel. The reason I feel that way is because if the old school RuneScape team cannot show that they can develop a new skill, because, you know, are we going to do this with skills for the rest of the old school, like, lifetime? It's got to have some new skills, right? If Continuous wants to grow, we're going to have some new skills here and there. Let's see what it is. All right. So, like I said, I want to scroll down and I want to see some stuff. Here's some navigation stuff. All right. Let's look at this. And like I said, if you guys want to read it, you can. I'm going to go ahead and skim through it. But all right. So what are we looking at here? Rather than turning and facing the bottom right, okay, it turns 360 degrees. Fails to face the right direction. Okay, so I just failed to do the right direction. So what it was supposed to do is supposed to, like, kind of do like quarterly turns. All right, that's not bad. But it was like doing a 360. Okay, and it was crashing the server. Okay, let's see how it turns though. I really want to look at what they're trying to do, even at some fail things, and I wanted to examine everything in this thing. So what it looks like is it looks like we have some barrels and some crates and some debris, you know, a plank on the side. Those are kind of going to be barriers. I wonder if they're going to actually use those for barriers out in the sea, if it's going to be vastly open, or if they're going to have that on the side. I see a moss giant on a little island. I think islands are going to be great, being able to travel to different islands to be able to train and things. I see some bigger boats up there too, so that's going to be kind of interesting. The crafting, I see a crafting emote. I'm curious what the crafting emote's about too. I'm going to text, so let's check the text. Let's see if it's Jagex. Oh yeah, it was Jagex. Hey Looney, what's up? Love the videos. Make sure to tell the people watching to subscribe. All right, you guys, you heard it from Jagex themselves. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All right, so that's okay. Interesting. Not too bad. Like I said, if you guys want to read this, you guys can go check it out. I want visuals, and I want to see kind of what they're working on. So, all right, next thing here is we do have a visual of the boat. Interesting. This guy's like sunburnt like crazy. Oh my goodness. Boat design. All right, that's kind of cool. All right. What are they looking at? They're looking at fun and things like that. They want boat movement should feel unique. Okay, that's cool. Boat movement should be dead easy. Awesome. That's great. They want players to master navigation. Okay, that's great also. Okay. It should feel rewarding for good movement, not punished for bad movement. I think that's good too. All right. Let's look at the not a lot to see here, but okay. So I guess they did have some player as you guys can see. Like I said, you could pause or just go to the things. They did have some worlds, some closed tech alpha and stuff like that, you know, whatever. Let's look at this picture. What is this picture? So this is a port. I'm guessing probably some of the information here. Okay, so they're improving the camera focus while sailing. When you're not navigating, the camera will focus on the player character, and while navigating, it will focus on the boat. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Firstly, we found a large boats to take up too much space on the screen. All right. Like I said, I just want to kind of skim through this and kind of get some visuals. I think they do have some videos in here, so this is what I'm looking at. After all that, we're ready to focus on navigation. Blah blah blah. Okay. All right. So let's here's a picture here. Let's see what this is. Okay. All right. So those are some bigger boats. Like I know they were talking about the things they were doing. So prototype and what we've changed. Okay. So I think they've changed boat sizes, right? Because when you have a massive boat, I think it's going to be too big. So I'm curious on how they do this, but you can check out the quick. We've created some different size ships, movement prototypes, and the units. Some varies similar to one another. Okay, so here's a video. Let's watch this video here, and let's see what we get. All right. So movement types 1 and 2 before we click play. Click the ocean, set the destination. Let's see what this does. Okay. Oh, so it's a click. Okay, so you can set it so it just keeps on moving. And then what are they clicking at the bottom there? Is that to slow him down? Does that look like it slows him down? A little boost, it looks like. Okay. Let's watch that again. So, what they're trying to do is they're showing us navigation, right? With this movement type of continuous movement, and like the clicking is setting the direction of the boat, right? Which is interesting. So on our characters, when we click it auto pass there. This does not look like it's going to do that. As you saw just there, it kind of hit the wall, and then you have to re-click to really get the turn. That's going to be annoying. And then I wish I could make that bigger, but at the bottom you guys can kind of see some things that they're using to click on down there. And does it look like they speed up? Let's see if it speeds up or slows down. It looked like it gave it a little boost, right, around that turn. Okay, so let's go to the next video. So this is a... Okay, let's go here. So this is movement type 3 and 4. Click the ocean, set the destination. Click the boat icon in the side panel. I'm a horrible reader, and I really have to like reread things to understand it. So I'm talking out loud right now. Remember, you guys can pause and read it if you guys like. I'm really here for visuals. I'm a visual learner. So, all right, let's check out this video and see what we got going here. Okay. Oh, that's gonna really this does not look fun. I will say that right now, and I'm not trying to be negative. This does not look fun. Like trying to navigate through this stuff. Like if there's rocks and like this does not look fun at all. I am not wanting to play agility in the water. That is not something that I'm looking forward to doing. I don't want to be super negative, but I feel that this skill needs to pop off. I feel it needs to be loved by 90% of the people playing this game. And if this is the navigation and how tedious this is, this looks very bad. Like I said, I'm not trying to be negative. This is going to be a make or break for old school RuneScape, I feel. If this skill is bad, it is going to hurt the game. I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay, so we got some pictures. Like I said, I'm just going through some pictures. I'll read the article later. We got the new and old. I think they were talking about sizes of ships and things, like one being too big and things like that. I do like the new ships. The new ships they look cool. You can see the size comparison too. The bigger ships looks like it's like there's no way you can go through those navigation things with a bigger ship. That looked horrible. It really looked horrible. Anything else? What's new? I guess also this is if like you want to help or something. Listen, that's I don't know. Also, we want player testing to consider design goal and okay, we'll talk about design goals in a second. Is it fun? Do you find movement? Dude, the movement is going to be make or break. And the harder you make it and more complex you make it, the more the players are going to hate it. It's just that easy, right? Like, what's the worst thing for newer players? It's movement. They hate walking everywhere, right? Why agility is not a free-to-play skill, I have no clue. But we'll get into that. Let's keep going. Okay. Let's see what this is. What is this? Okay. So, navigation isn't all we've been working on. Okay, that's great. This is just the first of many update blogs. Dude, I hope you guys hurry up and get something out because I'm not excited about this, really. And we can't wait to show you our progress. I hope we get more. Much of more sailing gameplay, if that was gameplay. Ports tasks. Okay, ports tasks are going to be like a rumor. Shipwreck, salvage. You're probably going to go pick up some stuff and get some loot. We've have already been added to the skill prototype. This means that you'll be able to try both on the open tech alpha next year. Next year, okay. It's almost next year, so that sounds a little bit scary, but it's right around the corner. Additionally, we've started the map of areas of the seas. Check out. Okay, so let's look at the map here. All right. It's hard to see because it's a little smaller. I guess I could definitely make it bigger. Can I make it bigger? Can I click this and make it bigger? Yeah. Don't worry about the corner. Okay. I'm in the corner, but don't worry about the corner. Let's see what you guys can see. Let's talk about what you guys can see there. All right. So I guess what they're really trying to do here, as you guys can see, is they're trying to open up the seas. So like over here, they're trying to open these up so we could actually navigate through these paths here. And then it goes down and then just kind of goes around. It's open. We do have a lot of little islands and things that are scattered. All right, that's interesting. And we do have the ports here, you know, so I'm guessing each one of these ports will be accessible, so you'll be able to go. Okay. All right, how do we, can we close that? Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. We'll give my overview at the end. Okay, this is interesting. We got something here. All right. All right, we got something. Ship combat. Okay, shows players casting spells from a ship. It may not look like much, but even small things like this takes a great deal of engine work. It does. There's a lot of stuff. Whether players can see. Okay, blah blah blah. All right. If you see the okay. All right. Let's see what this is. A new engine. Okay. So I don't. So we have some little krakens out there. You know, that's kind of cool. We have a wrecked ship. And then we have, that looks like a regular player, though. I'm guessing there's going to be some open water PvP, maybe, like wilderness open water. That will be kind of interesting. Here's your boat right here. So what are we looking at? Let's look at the ship real quick. Let's see what we see. Can we make this bigger? Let's see if we can move this a little bit. There we go. Okay. So I think I see a little cannon there. I see a chest, maybe for a bank. I see an anchor. I see a little thing to turn it. Little like a little guy, maybe a little helper or something. But that's really all I see right there. Not a lot. Not giving me a lot. So okay, that's it. Really? Wow, that's it. Okay. What do I think about this? This is interesting. This is not a lot. We hope you enjoy this update. If you have any questions for the team, we'll be live Tuesday, on Tuesday, the 27th of August. Okay. So I feel there's a lot of questions, right? Here's my main thing about sailing. What are we doing? What direction is this going? What is the main training methods? Is like what it seems to me is we are on a boat. We are traveling around the open waters, doing tasks and ship salvage. So we're getting like agility and slayer in water. That's kind of what we're doing, which I feel could be interesting. But I don't know if they're ready. I don't think the old school team is... Man, I don't want to say that. I feel the old school team is capable of making an amazing thing here. I don't know what direction. Like, looking at all this, obviously if I read it a little bit more, I can probably understand a little bit more. But just skimming through, this doesn't look... What's a 99? How long does an average 99 take? How many hours? Imagine that just like floating around clicking places. Like, I guess we're going to go do tasks. It's going to be like, hey, sail here. Pick this up. Sail back to this port. Deliver this item. That does not sound fun. At all. Combat? The combat... let's be real. Let's be completely honest here. Let's look at what we see right here. Let's say two people are doing magic at each other. They're having to navigate their boat and fight each other in PvP at the same time. That seems so bad. Oh, man. The more I see, the more I don't want sailing. I hate to say that. I hate to say that. But the more I see, the less I want this skill to come out, because I don't think they have a direction. I think they had a title, sailing. I don't think they had a plan. I really don't think they had a plan when they talked about the skill. When they introduced it to a poll, I don't think they did. I felt that, maybe they thought it would lose or something, Because you would think if you had a poll, you would have at least a little bit of an idea. I just don't feel like they have an idea of what's going on here. Like, what I'm seeing is, how long has it been? Like, what, 2 years? And we have an update, and it's a boat going by a boat and someone casting a spell. Like, that's your combat. Like, let's scroll up and go back to navigation. Like, this is your navigation. Tell me this is going to be fun. This is some Flappy Bird stuff, right? It was super popular for a week and then it died. This is what this skill looks like. And this is someone like a developer who's been playing it for a while, right? And they just hit a wall right there. The Master Navigator, right? I want to be positive, and I this skill needs to be the best skill in old school RuneScape. Because if it doesn't, we will never get another skill again. Nobody's ever going to vote for another skill. And the game will stay right here. We could have rates 20. But the issue is the progression goes like this, right? Eventually, it's going to need to start going up a little bit. And we're going to have to start expanding the skills. To expand. Once you get 99 and everything, all right, you did everything, right? Let's make an Iron Man. There needs to be updates, and I feel there needs to be a new skill. I feel there needs to be many new skills for this game to continue to be amazing. Because right now, I feel it's amazing, right? But I understand a lot of people are getting to that point where they're like, well, what else do we do? Other than put, 200 million XP into this. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Tell me. You guys excited? You guys excited? Or is this, man, what should we title this? Sailing. I'm gonna title it Sailing is Just Agility in the Water. Alright, guys. And like always, anything goes good with the Dragon Men.